This is Christian from Good Old Company, and while I was drinking my morning coffee, I thought about a video I wanted to do a long time ago about leather belts and fish leather belts and why I make my belts the way I do, and the connection to Linville in Tennessee, actually. So, uh, in 2006, I was traveling in the States, and I knew that the first thing I wanted to do was to buy a leather belt. There was a simple reason for it. All the leather belts that I could buy at that time in Iceland simply weren't of good enough quality. Uh, I thought what I found when I arrived in Linville, Tennessee, and stumbled upon a shop that sold quality leather belts, I thought it was a steep price, that it was expensive. But now it's 8 years later, and I can truly say that it was inexpensive. And this is the reason why you should buy leather belts from either your local crafter or somebody that makes leather belts from real leather and with real thickness, and preferably one piece or even two pieces. There's a simple reason for it. I've been wearing this belt for 8 years, and you can see it's starting to show some wear and tear, but 8 years each and every day and it's as strong and as beautiful as it's ever been. It only gets better with time. You would think that I would make my own, but I'm getting attached to that one. I bought in the thrift store here some days ago a leather belt. It has a fancy fashion logo on it, and it's manufactured by some very known fashion designers or fashion brand. It's a 2 millimeter thick leather belt, about approximately 30 millimeters. Had a nice buckle on it and everything, and it looks nice. It looks nice. But if we take it and cut it, I cut a piece of it, and then you will see it's a three-piece belt. One piece of probably leather, not sure. One piece of paper, and this is what sets most of the fashion belts aside from local made craftsman belts and my belts and other belts, is it's paper or it's rubber inside of the belt. It's got a thin layer, very thin layer, and this is actually thick layer of leather. I looked at all the belts in all the shops here in Bergen, Norway, where I am. The most fashionable belts, the most expensive belts that I could find, and they usually have even thinner leather than this. I think it's leather. I don't know. Let's see. Well, it doesn't melt. It doesn't, but it crumples. It's probably leather, but so-called bonded leather or leather scraps that have been bonded with something else. The second piece of it, you can see it's catching fire. And leather does not burn. This means that the top piece, and this is very common, the top piece, fine leather, can be high quality leather, extremely thin. The bottom piece is junk. The middle piece, paper or rubber, junk. Don't want it. I make belts, standard American size type belt, 3.5 millimeter of the finest quality Terntia leather, and in the fish leather belts I use the same leather, high quality, which means that the backing is as beautiful as the front of the fish leather belt, and this is glued on. So it's a two-piece leather, but it's glued on under pressure, so it holds fine. With all the wear and tear of it, it's gonna keep and it's gonna be strong. And this leather, it's not gonna burn, and this leather is gonna hold for quite a long time. Hope that taught you something about leather and leather belts. If you've got any more questions about the things that I make, or fish leather, or leather that I can answer, pop me a question, and have a nice day.